All right, so now we're past the pulling complexes, talking about the other aspect of that, which is pushing complexes. The first one is the band, chest, and shoulder blaster. Now, why do we call it chest and shoulder? Because the front delts, man, are really going to get rocked on this one. So you have the resistance band. We'll show you how it's done here in a moment. You got 4 different exercises. I've provided you the reps. When I say each stance, you got to keep that in mind because 16 to 20 requires left foot and right foot. And then the other one, we have around 8 to 10 reps. So again, you stay on the lower set ranges or rep ranges. If you're a beginner, the higher rep ranges of each of these exercises. If you're a little bit more fine-tuned and you understand how to put these together. So we'll take you to the gym floor to demonstrate the band, chest, and shoulder blaster. Band, chest, and shoulder blaster. Here's how it's done. We start off with a push-up rollover or rollover push-up. Basically, I'm just turning my body towards one side. At the bottom, coming up, turning my body towards the other side. Obviously, all the standard practice of a good push-up, you don't let your head sag, don't let your hips sag, they all apply. Let me show you from a different angle what that looks like. I'm just turning slightly towards one shoulder, coming up, turning slightly towards the other shoulder. So it looks like this. Of course, you can do a different push-up variation there if you want. So once you complete all your reps there, you come over to your bands. You grab them, you turn out, get to a tension. You always have to start with tension here. And then I do an alternate leg step and press, step and press. Notice a couple things. It's not a lunge. It's a step. That's why the name says step and press, not lunge and press. I'm pushing off the back heel, and I'm leaning into it a little bit. And also look at the position that my arms are in relative to the bands. I don't have them way up like this because the bands are going to rip me back. I don't even need to grab the bands hard to do this. Look, I don't even have to have a grip on them. So the band is right there against my forearm. It's not uncomfortable at all. So once I do all my reps there, I go into a split stance, heel up in the back, good athletic position, and I do alternate arm punches. Now, I'm not trying to lock my elbows out here. And I want a little bit of that body English and rhythm. Once I do all my reps there that are indicated, on your slides, other side. Same movement up top, different stance. Now, I'm starting to work. I go right into flies. Elbows slightly bent. There's a lot of tension back here. You can be in a split stance if you want. Make sure you don't overarch at your back. And then I'm just here. I don't need to go all the way in, just to about there. Boom, boom. Get the stretch. Don't try to stretch so far you feel like your arms are going to get ripped off your body. And finish with the flies. All right, now here is a killer complex. It involves push-ups. I learned this from judo Olympic champion or U.S. Olympic champion Roddy Ferguson. I think he did his PhD dissertation on this. We call it the medicine ball push-up complex. Now I've tweaked it just a little bit from how Roddy originally taught it, but he gets full credit for this complex. Check it out on the gym floor now. Here's how to do the medicine ball push-up complex, originally invented by Roddy Ferguson, so shout out to Roddy. So first is a lock-off push-up. This is one of my favorite push-up exercises just on its own. Check it out. One hand is on the medicine ball, one hand is on the floor. Notice the height of the medicine ball. That's about as high as I'd like to go for this. And if you're uncomfortable with using a medicine ball or somebody that you're training is uncomfortable, just use a flat platform like a Reebok step. If you're using like an aerobic step, make sure it's long in this direction, not long in this direction because you'll hit it when you go down. So from there, feet should be a little wider than shoulder width apart, give you a nice base of support. You go down centered on the push-up, you come up, and then you lock off. Look at that. It's a one-arm plank. Here, up, one-arm plank. So that's 2 reps on the one side. Of course, you would do more if you need, relative to your fitness level. And of course, all the push-up rules apply. Don't sag your hips, don't sag your head. That applies to all the rest of the push-ups here. So then, you move right into a crossover push-up. Start with your hands both on the platform or the medicine ball. You shift your weight over, you come down, back to the middle, and cross over. So you're matching your hands. That just is a climber's term for putting your hands next to one another. The climber in me comes out sometimes. And we do crossover push-ups. Then, I go to close grip push-up. Keep in mind you're doing this all one after the other, after the other. When you do the close grip push-ups, this is key. Your hands should be positioned, fingers should point down. Not that way, because look how tough that is on my wrist. But when I go like this, look at the crease. You hardly see any crease. And I certainly don't want to have my palms together like that when I do it, because that's, again, really tough on my wrist. So your hands are like that. Elbows track tight to the body. Down, up, down, up. All right? Then once I do all my reps there, you're pretty gassed at that point. Now you got to explode. So either you have a partner or you have a wall, and you're just going to do a step and chest pass. This ball is slightly heavier than I would choose to use for this, but for demo purposes it serves. Start at my chest, step, drive as hard as I can. Let the ball come back, stand at a distance that the ball is not coming back to you so fast that you're rushing, and hit it again, alternate legs. Really drive it off your chest as hard and as fast as you can on each throw.